And it's Rose penetrating on the money with the open jumper. Rose has got the first points up.
Rose possesses a great skill set. Ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the...
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I was able to talk with Jeff Ford, moving their feet on the defensive end, or they'll get dunked on all night. He told me that they are very aware of the slashers and finishers they're facing and will try to turn them into jump shooters. Let's see how successful they are, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Stoudemire setting the pick for Johnson. Pass to Stoudemire. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
Now here's Johnson. Barkley outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental error.
Here's Noah. Here's Robin. And it's Phoenix. With the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And Marion gets it to go. And for Coach Hornacek, Greg, he learned from one of the toughest coaches as a player. Several trips to the finals. And you know this guy well, Clark. Jerry Sloan was the guy that molded Jeff Hornacek.
One of the outstanding coaches in the history of the NBA, Jerry Sloan. Although Hornacek saw all that success in Utah, this is a homecoming job for him because he started his career in Phoenix.
Stoudemire attacking and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Rose up on top, defended by Nash. Rose passes to Jordan. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Jordan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Suns leading by 3. Nash drives in, and the shot is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Kicks it to Noah. Got a piece of it. Nash outside. He dishes it to Barkley. Goes back out. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. And shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had the foul and keeps him from converting the easy bucket.
The first free throw is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. He hits both from the stripe. Good if it goes. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And before the game, Star Center Joakim Noah talked about the intensity of this Chicago Bulls team. You know, I think Joakim famished 5, especially with Rose back on the court.
There's no doubting that, Kevin. I mean, even the addition of Gasol with his 2 rings, the way he left things in L.A., that left him with an appetite that has him still hustling.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Suns.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. They've got Markieff Morris. Barkley is out there with Hill. Then there's Johnson. And it's Bledsoe in at the one. Kerr's shot is good.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
Here's Morris. Following the basket by Kirk Heinrich.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it back.
Here's Kerr. Misses off the right iron.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Barkley kicks to Morris. Tries again. Barkley, and that's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Started the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
Now, here's Pippen. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight. And as you said, the Suns made a flurry of deals at the deadline. You knew they would move one guard, but ended up moving 2, brought back 1 as well.
Here's Jordan. And again, Chicago. No good. Phoenix leading by 5. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Knight. Rodman with the block. Hope they get it there. Here's Stoudemire. Off the left rim and out. Marion with the steal. To the paint. Looks for Nash. Gets him now. Knight dishes to Marion. Nice open look, but it's no good. There's no good. In the first half,
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Phoenix had no problem. Tigers in their eyes as they went on a... All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Steve Kerr with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And, you know, not always the guy that you would expect to be making the big plays, but so far tonight, he has delivered.
Yeah, he has, and he's really been a difference maker so far, and it wouldn't surprise me if they look his way a bit more to end this game.
Dennis Rodman is out there with Pippen. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Noah. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. And here is Jordan after the three-pointer from Joe Johnson. Outside Jordan. Tries from 10. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Jordan's got his second basket of the night.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a great choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
Chicago making some changes. Garbage man, he's checked in for Rodman. Jimmy Butler comes in for Michael Jordan. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Derrick Rose. Phoenix also making some changes. Johnson comes in for Sean Marion. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Nash. Well, Phoenix did have a strong bench, best scoring bench in the NBA in terms, Clark, of points per minute play.
Yeah, and you know, it really helped them, that bench strength, keep the pace of the game up. They were third in the league in fast break points last year.
The Suns have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And injuries, once again, were a central theme of the Bulls' season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
Now here's Pippen. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And for the Bulls and injuries, a lot of teams plan for these type of things. There's only so much Clark can do to mitigate losing your starting backcourt.
But I tell you, great respect and admiration for the Bulls for how they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team.
Bledsoe against Kerr. Barkley goes in, down with both hands.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. And a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here's Butler. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Butler's got his second basket.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
So it's Chicago now after the Suns pick up 2. 4 on the clock. Here's Pippen. Another shot, and the layup is good. Garbage man's got his first points of the game.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Outside Butler. Back to Kerr. That is Kerr. Kerr's got 9 points. Here's Barkley. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Here's Nash. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Nash out there with Bledsoe. And it's Stoudemire. Then there's Marion. And it's Barkley in at the 4.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things...
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Clock at 6. They get a hand on it. Here's Rose. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
That was a textbook shot from Rose, and pretty to boot.
Nash against Rose on the wing here. That's hauled in by Noah.
Well, it's no wonder he's a bit cold. He's used to getting a lot more shot than he has today.
Well, the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Nice check in for Eric Bledsoe. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Suns.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Suns leading by 5. 11 feet away. Jordan with the block. And 3 from Jordan, and he gets it to go.
Defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the play.
Timeout called. The Suns. They're up by 2. 1:24 left in the fourth. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek had to say to his team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to draw a ball right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Thanks again, Doris. And you can count he'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. Dennis Rodman picks one up.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for B-Train. He has 12 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
And he gets it to go.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Johnson kicks it over to Nash. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And Bradley throws it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And here's Rose outside. The shot no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Johnson kicks it over to Nash. To the middle. Here's Barkley. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
And Noah with the slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Barkley against Noah. Now, here's Barkley. He's tightly guarded, and the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Yeah, it's no-brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul.
The drive by Jordan. Sinks it. And now they trail by just 4. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game. Chicago calls timeout. They're losing by 6. 17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Yeah, it's no-brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul.
But they recover it. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Three-pointer, Kukoc. So the Suns win it. A solid win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
I can't imagine a player having a better.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.